rules. I have certain rules for diction, like speed and volume, enunciation, pronunciation, throwing your voice, things like that, projection. All these words that I teach them in the beginning, the very first lesson is teaching them a whole set of words, explaining to them how they can improve their communication skills, because that is the password. The big word over there is communication skills. Most people walk into a party, they sit down in the corner and they expect people to come and speak to them. No one is going to come and speak to you unless you're an exceptional person. You have to go out and seek company. You have to go out and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, and how do you do?" And some such things, some such compliments, some such remark about, or did you read about what they said today about the pools opening, for instance, during COVID now? COVID is over, the pools open. Make some little comment. So how to break into a group, how to speak to a group, how to become popular. So all these things form part of that, the essence of that book that I have devised as the manual, which I teach even to today. It's the same book and the same terminology that I use. So it's a very interesting thing, but I don't think that it is as interesting as the story of my life. That is why I chose to do the latter. Well, it was a very easy world and a very, very friendly world. Mm-hmm. There were lots of people, young people around that were my age, and friends that we had. We would sometimes just get up in the morning and plan the whole day together with friends and with children. Because you see, the children were there, and everybody's children made a family together. And we would go out to, say, Juhu and spend the day there in someone's home, and then come back and again have drinks in the evening together. So it was like very easy ramblings in a day, and potluck, yes, with each other, and caring for each other, seeing movies together, going out to Frederick's or Nanking's. Those were the two very popular Chinese restaurants in those days. And I remember that there was prohibition in those days, so alcohol was not allowed, and we would go to a restaurant called Nanking's, and they would give us alcohol in teacups, in a tea kettle. They'd give us beer in a tea kettle, or a whiskey soda in a tea kettle, and we would pour itself out in those little Chinese teacups and have it. And the fun we used to have, I mean, those drinks were so much better than the drinks we had today, because forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest. So we had so much fun those days. And there was Kali Modi, who was such a dapper gentleman with his string of jokes at parties, and he would sit down and say, "Now it's time for jokes." And we would sit down and he would say, "Tell us one joke after the other," and the people would go around bringing you drinks and short eats and things like that. It was a very easy time, and go to the Mocha Bar and meet Alec and Jerson and act in the evening, go out in the daytime. I learned a lot through my acting, You learn so much because you play different characters. And you get into the skins of different characters. And for that particular time, you're only thinking like that person. And you completely leave yourself behind. So it's actually such a catharsis. It's such a holiday from yourself acting, that when you get back to yourself, you say, "Oh my God, this is me," Because you're so immersed in that role that you lose yourself, which is a wonderful thing about acting. And that's why it is my first love.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.